Where's we at?
Revelations 12 and 17.
Yeah, give me Revelations 12 and 17 real quick.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God, and have the testimony of Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. Right. So that's what was wrong with this older son, who was Cain, and also Esau. You had some. Now let's go to. I need to show y'all something. Go to Job 1 and 6 real quick. I'm gonna show you how he the devil. I'm gonna show you how this older son was the devil. Give me Psalms 50 and 20 one more time. Start at 19.
50 and 20.
Hold that. Give me Luke. Josh, you go back to Luke 15 and we're gonna put it together. We're gonna whip it up. 15 and 30. Watch this.
Okay. But as soon as this thy son was come, which hath devoured thy living with harlots, thou hast killed for him the fatted calf.
Now give me that. Give me Psalms 50 and 19. But this is what he's doing. He's framing mischief and deceit against his brother, man. Mm-hmm. He's bringing accusations against he's trying to build a case as to where his brother shouldn't get the kingdom. Right?
And he sowed discord.
Read that. Talking about he without sin.
Mm-hmm. Psalms 50 and 19.
Read that.
Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
It's your own mother's son, man. Now give me, let's see who else do that. Give me Job 1 and 6. I'm going to show you how he the devil. I'm going to show you how he's the devil.
Job chapter 1 verse 6.
Read that.
Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them.
Read.
And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Right, seeking whom he may devour. That's what he's been doing. Read.
Verse 8. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
My younger son. Read.
That there is none like him in the earth.
What?
A perfect and an upright man. One that feareth God and excuseth evil.
Now watch what these damn devils say. Read.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doeth Job fear God for naught?
Right, there you go with this persecution.
Yeah.
This slandering. You slandering a righteous man. The Most High just said he was upright and righteous. Now you just turned around and said he was wicked. Ain't this what the elder devil telling his father?
Yeah.
He telling him, hey, he said, my son has returned. Let's make merry, son. And this younger son saying, no, man, your son was he was a whoremonger, he was a drunkard, he was this and that and that and this, he deserves to die. And his father telling him, you off, man. You're off. Read verse 10.
Verse 10. Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side?
You see that? You see that? Give me Job 30 and 29. So there you go, persecuting his brother. Man, he only worshiping you because you bless him. Right? He don't really love you. He's not really your son. He don't really like these commandments.
Job chapter 30 verse 29.
Bring it out.
I am a brother to dragons.
That's what Job knew. He knew his older brother was the damn devil. Read that again.
I am a brother to dragons.
And what else?
And a companion to owls.
That's these other nations, man. Now give me Revelations 12 and 10. We're going to make it all link up. The precept's going to link up. We ain't going to do nothing but read it.
Revelations chapter 12 verse 10.
Read that. And
I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come
salvation and strength,
Mm-hmm.
in the kingdom of our God, in the power of his Christ. For the accusers of our brethren is cast down, which accuse them before our God day and night.
These damn devils, man. That's why he didn't come into the party. The kingdom. Right? He didn't get the kingdom. He gonna get cast down. Now let's go back to Luke 15. Let's finish this up.
15. Luke 15.
Give me 31.
And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine.
Right, because Esau rightfully, hey, through bloodline, he is our brother. Right? Everything that Isaac had was supposed to be Esau's. But what? He despised his birthright, right? He sold it. Somebody give me that. This is what the father's telling the other son. Everything that was mine was yours. But watch what his son do to it. And it was only until he seen his younger brother with the blessing that he wanted it. He had been with the father his whole life. You never cared about your inheritance. You see that? He told him that. What, you got something?
I just had a question.
Go ahead.
So when he sold his birthright, he wasn't just doing a physical thing. He spiritually had pretty much turned away from the Most High, right?
That's what he did. He didn't care about the birthright. You can give me somebody give me Romans 9 and 27. Just give me Romans 9 and 27.
Romans 9 and 27.
Romans 9,
More profane than Esau.
Okay.
9 and 27.
Is that what that is?
No, that's Esaias also cried concerning.
Give me. There's no more profane than Esau, who sold his birthright.
For
I
a
think I
morsel of
found
bread.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Genesis 25 to 31. Got it.
That's not it.
I get it.
Oh, and that is it this?
Genesis 18.
You can
and
give me that
5.
too. Yeah, that is it. Hebrews 12 and 16. Give me that. Let's see what happened. Hold on. I want you to get
What you want?
Jasper. I want you to get. Give me 29 again. Luke 29. And then drop down to 31.
And he answering said to his father, Lo, these many years do I serve thee.
Okay, so he had been there with his father the whole time, right? The birthright was his, but he despised it. Now go down to 31.
But as soon as this thy son was come, which hath devoured thy living with harlots, thou hast killed for him the fatted calf.
Read 31.
And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine.
Right, now read that. Let's see what happened. You got that in Genesis, Shanetta?
Genesis what? 18? What you
Give me
want?
that. Give me that, Jude.
Genesis 25.
Genesis 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
What'd he do?
who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
You see that? He sold it. Now you're jealous of your brother for getting the birthright. He gave the younger son everything. Now you jealous. Now you want it. But you didn't want it first. You didn't want it until you seen your younger brother with it. Y'all got something? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I just had a question.
Bring that out. What's your question?
But the Most High had already preordained it from the beginning, way before he sold his birthright.
That's right.
So did he cause his heart to harden towards the Most High to cause him to sell his birthright?
Right. The Most High made him crooked,
Right.
and he can't be made straight. Right? It says, what's that? 50. Give me Psalms 51. Hold on. I think it's.
I got a precept. It's Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Let's see. Who got that? The wicked are estranged from birth.
That's Psalms. Hold on. As soon as they are born, they come out speaking lies. Here it is from the womb. Psalms 58 and 3.
58 and 3. Read that. So he couldn't.
Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies.
Right. You see that? So he was made wicked from the beginning. So wickedness is what he was gonna do. Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 13.
Ecclesiastes
You
7
got
and
that
13.
already? Read that.
Consider the work of God, for who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?
So you can't make Esau straight. The Most High made him crooked. He made him a serpent.
Right.
All right, so now where was we at, man? Where was we at? Because I told y'all to get some precept.
I had the precept.
Go ahead, get your precept.
Genesis 25 and 29 through 32.
Bring it out.
And Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Edom.
And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright
What
be
is
to
this
me?
birthright that you want, man? Read.
And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and sold his birthright unto Jacob.
That's what happened. That's what happened. He gave his birthright away for one morsel of bread. So the father is telling him, he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. Right? Everything that he had was Esau's. But the prophecy was that the older son would serve the younger. So all these things had to come to pass. So with that being thus, what the older son do? He sell his birthright to his younger brother. Right? Then he give me Genesis 27 and 41. This is why he wasn't coming to this party.
Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the
He
blessing.
hated him. You see that? So that's what happened. Now let's go to Luke 15 and 32. Let's wrap it up.
And it was meet that we should make merry.
Start at 31.
Okay. And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. It was meet that we should make merry, and be glad. For this thy brother was dead, and is alive again, and was lost, and is found.
This is the same conversation that he's having with Cain in the garden. He's saying, Cain, why are you wroth? Right? And why? Let's go to 1 John 3 and 12. Let's see why the older brother is mad of the younger brother. 1 John 3 and 12.
I got it.
First John.
Start at 11.
1 John 3 and 11 through 12. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning,
So everything's always going to be talking about the beginning, man. Read.
that we shall love one another.
See, why the older son didn't love? He's supposed to love his brother. That was hate. Everybody celebrating except the older son. Right? That was hate. Read verse 12.
Not as Cain,
See, he was of his father, the wicked one.
who was of the wicked one, and slew his brother.
He was a murderer. Read.
And wherefore slew he him?
This is why he slew him. Why?
Because his own works were evil,
Because he was crooked, man. And what?
and his brothers
You
righteous.
see that? You see that? He was just wicked, man. You had a precept?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
John 15, 12 and 13.
Bring it up.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
You see that?
Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
I got a precept. I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Sirach 25 and 1. In three things was I beautified.
Bring it
I
up.
was beautified, and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
Now go to Genesis 4 and 6. That's what the Lord liked. Right? Now watch, go to Genesis 4 and 6, because if you can see through the Spirit, this is the same conversation that he had with Cain. The conversations that he's having with his elder son. Read that.
Genesis 4 and 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?
Right.
If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
Right. So he's warning this. He's warning Cain. He's warning the older son. Hey, look, sin is at the door, man. You at fault here. You in sin, man. You hating your brother for no reason. You're gonna kill him. You're gonna kill him, man. Check yourself and get yourself right, man. But what? Watch this. Watch verse 8.
It was still, you want me to finish 7 or no?
Yeah, finish that.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Right, the devil finna jump on you.
And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
Right.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother.
And what happened?
It came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
Right, he slew him. That's what happened. Go back to Luke 15 and 28. Watch this.
Luke 15 and 28.
Read that.
And he was angry and would not go in.
Right?
There-
He was wrong. Now go back to go to
4 and 6.
go to 1 John 3 and 15. I'm gonna show you the same spirit.
1 John 3 and 15.
And give me 1 John 4 and 20.
Whosoever hated his brother is a murderer.
You see that? Hold on. So that's what happened. Now go to verse 9. Go to Genesis 4 and 9.
Genesis 4 and 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
He said, I'm innocent. Now go to Luke 15 and 29. Watch this. He gonna do the same thing. You just murdered your brother. Now you finna say you innocent. It's the same spirit. Read Luke 15 and 19. 29.
And he answering said to his father, Lo, these many years do I serve thee, neither transgressed I at any time thy commandment.
It's the same exact spirit. This is the same person. And I'm gonna show you him today on this earth. Watch this. This is the same spirit that we dealing with. Watch this screen. Ain't nothing changed. Watch this, y'all.
Took just seconds for a routine traffic stop to turn deadly, and today graphic video of the encounter was made public just a few days after a Minnesota police officer was found not guilty of manslaughter. Maria Villarreal reports.
The newly released dashcam video shows the moment when Officer Geronimo Yanez stopped Philando Castile for a broken taillight last July. First, asking Castile for his license and registration.
I have to tell you, I do have a firearm. Okay, don't reach for it, then. Don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
Within 90 seconds of making the stop, the 29-year-old...
What's going on? Damn, devil.
They don't want to see that.
Oh, we're gonna watch it again. Damn devil.
license and registration.
I have to tell you, I do have a firearm. Okay, don't reach.
Now, he's gonna kill his brother without cause and say he's innocent. He just told him, he said, I got a gun, I got a license, I got a permit, right? Watch this.
Don't pull it out.
I'm not pulling it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Within 90 seconds of making the stop, the 29-year-old officer fired 7 shots. Castile's girlfriend, Diamond Reynolds, was in the passenger seat. She streamed the immediate aftermath on Facebook Live.
I told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out.
You told him to get his ID, sir, and his driver's license. Oh my God, please don't tell me he's dead. Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that.
Keep your hands where they are, please.
Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are.
As Officer Yanez continued to point his weapon at Castile, you can see an officer coax and pick up Reynolds' then 4-year-old daughter, who was in the back seat during the shooting.
Get the baby out of here.
Yanez was quickly suspended from the St. Anthony, Minnesota Police Department and soon indicted for manslaughter. During the trial, Yanez said he feared for his life and that Castile, a 32-year-old school cafeteria worker, was pulling out a gun he was licensed to carry. Friday, the jury acquitted Yanez of all charges. Valerie Castile is Philando's mother.
My firstborn, one son, died here in Minnesota. Under the circumstances, just because he was a police officer, that makes it okay. Oh, now they got free reign. He's found innocent on all counts.
Castile family members were reportedly stunned.
Now you just murdered your Now you just murdered your brother without cause. Now watch this.
Their best case to those jurors today.
Lou Raguse was in the courtroom for the entire trial, from jury selection to the verdict today. He joins us live from the newsroom with reaction to today's decision. Lou?
Yeah, the Castile family was composed throughout the entire trial, but yelled out expletives in the courtroom as the not guilty verdict was read after 29 hours.
You see that? I'm innocent. I'm innocent. You killed your brother without cause, then now all of a sudden, it's the same spirit. The same spirit Cain had, the same spirit the older brother had, the same spirit Esau had. Right? Right? Because let's go to Genesis. Let's go back to Genesis. Let's go back to Genesis 5. Go to 4 and watch what Cain say, man. Watch this. Go.
You said 5?
4 and 9.
4 and 9.
Read that.
And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
You see that? I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Now watch this. Hold on, because kids can get it too. Pay attention.
Is this a bored child or a threat?
It's a little boy playing at the park with a toy gun. Hey, let's go to that Deuteronomy. Let's this is part of the curse, man. Go to Deuteronomy 28.
68.
Go to he won't regard young or old. Right?
It's very younger.
And what?
A fierce nation, as swift as the eagle. Come on, y'all don't know that one?
It's in 28.
I know it's a 28.
It's 50.
50? Read that.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old.
Read 49.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth.
America. Right?
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right. So they have to teach us English and strip us of Hebrew. Read.
A nation of fierce countenance,
Uh-huh.
which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
You see that? So these people don't give a damn if you young or old, male or female. Let's watch this.
To public safety. Someone who saw him pacing around a Cleveland park was worried enough to call the police.
The guy keeps pulling in his arms. It's probably fake, but you know what? He's scaring the
A patrol car arrives at the scene, and seconds later,
Shot fired. Male down. Black male. Maybe 20.
You lying.
Black revolver. Black handgun.
He shot a baby.
Tamir Rice, who was 12 years old,
See that?
died later in hospital. His family wanted these recordings released, and the police obliged.
This is not an effort to...
Hold on. Go ahead. Kind of messed me up. Now watch this. We'll just do this. After you shot and killed him. Watch this. He gonna get
12-year-old
charged.
Tamir Rice had
He gonna get charged, right? He gonna kill him innocently, and they're gonna do the right thing and lock him up behind bars.
Yeah, right.
spent several hours on November 22nd, 2014, playing at the Cadell Recreation Center Park with a replica firearm, an airsoft pistol that shot plastic BBs and which closely resembled a Colt M1911 semi-automatic pistol. Tamir had gotten the gun from a friend who told investigators that he had removed the orange tip, the safety tip that the gun had come with. And we have the model that had been purchased at a local Walmart. And you'll see that as purchased, this airsoft pistol should have had that orange safety tip to hopefully alert officers that this in fact was a toy.
Yeah, but the little baby was in the park by herself, and you just pulled up and started shooting. You could have stayed. You didn't even have to pull up on him. You couldn't wait to get up there and shoot that little baby boy.
But the guy that made the call, he said it's probably fake.
A
but
toy
he's
gun.
scaring me.
Right. He knew that. They be looking for that. They will, if you give them an opportunity to kill you, they're gonna kill you. Right?
But the pistol that Tamir had that day had no such tip.
So that's
So
why
that
we killed him.
justifies
We killed him because he didn't have the orange
Wow.
marker on his gun.
To actually display an unloaded real M1911 alongside Tamir's replica firearm so that you can understand what we're talking about here. And I have here Tamir's gun and the actual M1911. And I have here the actual M1911 semi-automatic pistol, and Tamir's replica firearm.
Okay. You keep making excuses. Now what about this? Hold on. I got one more. Hold on. Watch this. One more.
For the Trayvon Martin case, the newly released video and eyewitness reports about the struggle in the moments before that gunshot rang out. ABC's Matt Gutman has been analyzing this new evidence all day.
A first look at how that fateful night began for Trayvon Martin, buying Skittles and iced tea at the 7-Eleven. And tonight, police recordings where, for the first time, we hear eyewitnesses describe Zimmerman's behavior in the seconds after the shooting.
The guy had his hands in the air saying, "The gun's on the ground, I shot this guy in self-defense."
To another witness, Zimmerman seemed dazed.
Looked like he just got his butt whooped. Not shot, but like just getting up, just basically getting up from a fight.
Zimmerman then spoke to that witness who characterized him as oddly matter-of-fact.
Not like he was in shock or anything. Not like, I can't believe I just shot someone. It was more like, just tell my wife I shot somebody. Like it was nothing.
The prosecution has hours of recordings like these, hundreds of pages of documents, but lost to history the 80 seconds after Zimmerman told the 911 operator he was following Martin.
Are you following him? Yeah. Okay, we don't need you to do that.
And the first calls from neighbors reporting a fight.
The guy yelling help. Oh my God.
Hurry up, they're right outside my house.
From what I've heard, there is no eyewitness to it. There's no videotape of it. There may be some audio inferences that we'll see.
And that hits at the heart of this case. It could all hinge on what happened in those missing 80 seconds.
We don't know for certain who approached who. We don't know for certain who provoked it.
Now, Sanford police, Diane, continue to insist that it was Zimmerman who started the fight that night. And
You see how this line spirit is? We don't know who approached who. We don't know who. We just heard the phone call. They just asked you, "Are you following him?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "We don't need." Then he said, "We don't need you to do that." So we do know what happened. We seen him leave the damn store. He bought some Skittles and a damn pop. He was on his way home, and you started following him, and you killed him. Right now, watch this. Let's see if they're gonna hold him responsible.
There's no outrunning 5G, and it's rolling out as we speak. Instead of trying to...
Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
If you'll please fold the verdict form and hand it to Deputy Jarvis. Okay, if you'll please publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 18th Judicial Circuit in and for Seminole County, Florida, State of Florida versus George Zimmerman. Verdict: we the jury find George Zimmerman not guilty. So say we all foreperson.
Does either side want to poll the jury?
We would, Your Honor. See that?
Okay, wait.
They got shaking hand and to kill somebody, baby boy. So I mean, so this parable, man, the two sons is Esau and Jacob, right? And the robe and the ring is the kingdom. The party is the kingdom. And due to the elder son's hate for his younger brother, he never entered into the party, which is the kingdom, right? And in the end, the younger son got everything. And that's the story to this parable. In the end, no matter how, and they kill us. They've been killing us for years, but we're going to get the kingdom. Give me that Daniel 7 and 18. Give me Psalms 149. And we're going to end it there. Give me Daniel 7 and 18. Give me Psalms 149.
Daniel 7 and 18.
What's going to happen?
But the saints of the Most High.
You ain't reading that right, man. Read it right like you believe it.
The saints of the Most High.
Gonna do what?
Shall take the kingdom.
For how long?
And possess the kingdom.
For how long?
Forever.
No, for a little bit.
Forever.
No, Esau gonna get back in kingdom.
Forever. Even forever and ever.
That's right, man. Now let's go to Psalms 149. Start at 5.
Psalms 149 and 5.
What we gonna do?
Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth. And a two-edged sword in their hand.
To do what?
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
And what else?
And punishments upon the people.
What we gonna do to Esau?
Execute.
Verse 8.
To bind their kings.
We're gonna take Donald Trump. We're gonna take Biden. We're gonna take Putin. We're gonna take all you Edomites, right? Read.
With chains.
And with chains.
And their nobles with fetters of iron.
And we want the Democrats and the politicians, the politics, all y'all, right? Read.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
Why we gonna bring you to the Mount of Israel?
This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
That's what we all gonna do. So that's it on that. That's the parable of Luke 15 through 32.